got a smartphone now. Don't give me that crap. Everybody's got a smartphone. Download that app, search Armed Radio, save it in your favorites, and you can listen to us all over the place. Doesn't take a whole lot of bandwidth on the Armed Radio app either. The Live 365 app, I've got a Samsung Note 3, and when I listen to Joe's show, I plug it into my car stereo, and I got him in stereo, which is kind of weird. But when I listen to him on the drive home, so you can listen to us in the car during the day. As long as you have access to the internet through your smartphone, you can plug it into a stereo when you're driving around in your car and listen to Armed Radio all day. Great music. We've got music from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, all the way back to the 30s sometimes. Every different kind of genre. All easy listening. All can be listened to in an office environment, so you can use it as some ambience and some background music. And advertise your company, so your company's commercial comes over the air. So it's pretty cool. Oh, the coffee's kicking in now. I'm starting to talk faster. What's everybody got going on this week? I had a great weekend. Of course, the Open was played this weekend, and Rory McIlroy went in there with a vengeance and overcame his Sunday blues and ended 17 shots ahead of the pack and just blew everybody away. Of course, Tiger Woods, his return to open play was okay, but when I was watching him, he was playing like me. Man, he was in the rough. He was overshooting greens. His putting was off. You could tell he was still not quite back with us. Not that confident Tiger Woods that I remember seeing back when he broke into the scene when he was younger. You know, he's got that weird... his face... let's put it this way. When I play golf, if I come off the golf course with more balls than I went on with, because I've had to go search for some balls off into the rough and stuff like that. And, of course, when I go off the course to look for my ball, any ball I find, I pick up. I might not even find my ball, but I'll find at least 3 or 4 other ones that other people didn't want to go in there and get. But, you know, you can tell by a golfer's face whether his game is on or not. I don't know if you guys know this or not. If you ever watch, even the pros, I mean, this is when they're confident and they're relaxed and they got that concentrated look on their face and there's no anguish, there's no, and even if they shank one off into the crowd once or twice, you know, they kind of shrug it off and they recover and they get back on the fairway, they pop it on the green, get a nice 12-foot putt in for par or birdie, and they're on their game. And then you got the look the Tigers had in the last year, maybe 2. I don't know if Matt's listening right now. He's our big golf pro. You might agree with me. But the look on his face when I see him play now, you know, it's that worried look. It's that anguished look. It's like that, will I ever get back to my normal self look? And that concerns me because golf is 90% mental. Well, shoot, 98% mental. You know, all the other stuff comes together when your mind's right. I just don't know if his mind's right yet. So he didn't have a very good showing. He came in at 3 over, I think. Way back in 60th place or something like that. But I'm glad to see he's back playing, though. You know, it takes a lot to come back from a wild blonde-haired Swedish woman attacking you with a 7-iron. You know, that can put a dent in any man's ego, to be quite honest with you. I mean, I don't know the last time I got attacked with a 7-iron by a 5'11" blonde model, but, you know, I think it would be, you know, kind of a dent on my psyche, too. Who knows? I mean, he might not be able to recover from that. You know, he might not be able to... he might not be able to recover from that, or he might not be able to recover from the greasy hash browns from from the Denny's waitress. Denny's waitress. Wow, Tiger. Oh, my goodness. All right, welcome to the Brew. We'll be back after these messages. You're listening to the Armed Radio Global Network.
Route 106 Motors is the home of fine pre-owned vehicles. Experience a no-pressure sale with a family-friendly atmosphere. Route 106 Motors has been practicing the same simple philosophy of low prices for over a decade, and it has brought us great success. Recently, while other dealers are closing their doors, Route 106 Motors is expanding. We are a wholesale dealer, and we own the property and pay cash for all the vehicles. This allows us to sell to the consumer for a lot less than the average dealership. We are a high-volume, small-profit dealer, and we pass the savings on to you. New changes have been made at Route 106 Motors. Stop by and check out our brand-new building. Route 106 Motors, located at 569 West Street. Check our website at route106motors.com and be sure to like us on Facebook to find out about all the latest deals and savings opportunities. route106motors.com.
Straight Talk with Matt Hazley. Every Monday and Friday, 9 p.m. Central Time. Only on Armed Radio Global.
Plan your visit to Savino Vineyards in Woodbridge, Connecticut today. It's a family-owned and operated vineyard that grows premium grapes on 8 acres of land and produces a fine selection of wine on-site in a historic barn. Savino Vineyards is a bronze medal winner in the Amenti del Vino International Wine Competition, and wine tastings are only $7. Visit SavinoVineyards.com to find out more, and follow Savino Vineyards on Facebook. That's SAVINO Vineyards. Or call 203-389-2050 for more information. Glastic Water Bottle, a shatterproof glass water bottle. It's great for any liquid because everything tastes best in glass. A leak-proof lid you can close and toss on the couch without worry. Chances are it won't ever break, but if it does, no worries. The glass is safely contained inside a protective outer shell, so you won't have a dangerous mess to clean up. You can safely remove the broken glass and get replacements. Go to GlasticWaterBottle.com to get your very own Glastic bottle today. That's GlasticWaterBottle.com. GLASSTIC waterbottle.com. What are you waiting for?
Whew, nice shooting. Hey, that's a sweet AK-47 chest rig. Is that multicam?
Yep, got it from StrikeHardGear.com.
Strike what?
StrikeHardGear.com.
Set your sights on StrikeHardGear.com. Tough, tactical gear for your Soviet-style weapon that's made in the USA. Affordable, plus a no-questions-asked 30-day money-back guarantee and lifetime replacement warranty. StrikeHardGear.com. Go ahead. Pull the trigger.
Say goodbye to payroll hassles with professional services from K&L Payroll Services. Now you can trust your payroll is in good hands. There is nothing better than personal attention from a trusted advisor who knows your business. Get more for your money with K&L Payroll Services. Call today at 888-979-6660 for honest savings on payroll services. That's K&L Payroll Services.
Are you looking to buy prescription eyeglasses? Family owned and operated iFramePros.com is your online store for prescription eyeglasses. Select the eyewear of your choice from our variety of frames, fill out the prescription information, and place your order in no time. After this quick and easy process, you'll receive your prescription glasses in a few days. All major credit cards accepted. Visit us at iFramePros.com. That's EYEFramePros.com. See what you are missing.
Listen Thursdays, 10 p.m. Eastern to Night Talk with Joe Rocks, co-hosted by Jackie and the Dog on Live 365 Armed Radio Global. You'll never know what will happen or who will drop in, only on Armed Radio Global.
All right, welcome back. In the news, two things have dominated all the news sources, and that's the shooting down of the Malaysian airliner that decided to fly over a combat zone. Not real sure why they felt the need to cut across a combat zone. And also the latest violence in the Middle East, which seems to be a never-ending thing as long as I can remember in my life. You know, there's always been violence in the Middle East. I mean, if there's any place on earth that is not only polarizing to the rest of the world, opinion-wise, but it doesn't seem like anything ever gets resolved. And it all revolves around religion. And the religion seems to be, or the organized religion, or the naming of an organized religion seems to be, if you think about it, the root cause of damn near every war we've ever fought. World War I, of course, was started out with the assassination of the Archduke Ferdinand, who there was some concern over when he becomes the king of then the Austro-Hungarian Empire over there, that he would suppress Muslims. So they killed him, and that kicked off World War I. World War II, obviously, was because of Hitler's hatred of anybody non-Aryan, and he went after a religion, the Jew religion, Judaism, and tried to eradicate all Jews from the earth. And of course, his alliances and the greater co-cooperative spirit of the Japanese, who thought themselves above everyone and looked at their emperor, Hirohito, as a god, and in his name went and took over a large portion of China and all of Asia, Malaysia, and almost took over Australia. Of course, that kicked off World War II. And then, our fear of communism, which is atheism, and the fact that we're a Christian nation in the 50s. We added "In God We Trust" to our money and went and fought in Vietnam and checked the communist expansion in Korea. And then, of course, in the 91 Gulf War that I fought in, that wasn't really about religion, but it was about, you could say, it was about the religion of oil. And the fact that Saddam Hussein, who thought his brand of Muslim was superior and wanted his fair share and glory for Iraq, took the third largest army in the world and marched into Kuwait and took it over. And of course, you've got the Iran-Iraq War in the 80s, and they fought each other, Shia Muslims and Sunni Muslims, basically. So that's been a big... But the biggest hotbed over there since 1947 has been the Israelis. And they were given land for a Jewish state, an autonomous Jewish state, partially, and I want to believe this, and it's, there's nothing wrong with this, and I don't think it's right or wrong, but I think the world at that time, once they found out about the atrocities of the Nazi regime and the fact that over 6 million Jews were eradicated in 5-6 years, that there was some sort of sympathy towards the Jewish religion as a whole, and as a world was recovering from that great conflict and was setting out borders for new countries. The United Nations, with the overwhelming support of the rest of the countries, except for the Palestinians and the Muslim countries, formed the State of Israel, which occupies the West Bank, or occupies a portion of the Middle East there, below Syria, in Jordan, and Iraq, and Egypt, and plopped down their country right in the middle of basically the Muslim world. Of course, Jews and Muslims throughout history, and this just goes back thousands and thousands of years, do not like each other. There's just individuals may tolerate each other, but as a whole, the Jewish religion and the Muslim religion, it's very polarizing. But when the State of Israel was created, it took away a lot of land from people who had lived there forever. And that was, you live in a house, you have generations live in a house, and all of a sudden some entity in New York City that you've never even heard of or probably don't even follow gives your land to another person. And they just come in and bulldoze your house. And I don't think the transition